What's up guys, it's FillyFilak here. So, sorry for not uploading for 1 month. My Roland Team 2 trigger module kind of broke and we asked for a replacement that should be coming in about 1 to 2 weeks. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you guys a drum gear rundown, which is what I should have done a long time ago when I first got it. But I've decided to do it now since I've properly used it. So yeah, I'll tell you a bit of everything. Is it good, is it bad, is it expensive, is it cheap? And is it good quality? So I'll get right into that. So I'm now behind my drum kit and I will tell you what everything is. Basically we can see on the screen. So my cymbals, my stands, my microphones and my actual drum set. And then I'll get into smaller things after I'm done with this. So I'll go from my right, starting off here. This is my Minor Classics Custom 16-inch dark trash china. What can I say? It sounds like any trash china because it is a dark. It does have a little bit of a heavier pitch, darker pitch, but I like that. And because it's a trash china, it removes unwanted ringing, unlike a normal china. So it was quite a good addition when I'm doing blast beats that I can't do with my left hand using my right china. So yeah, I think this was about 150. I don't know. I'll link everything down below so you can get the exact prices and where I bought it from. But yeah, it's a great china. It's been holding up well and many more to that. Now my hi-hat. This is my Minor Classics Custom 14-inch dark hi-hats. So these hi-hats are really good, to be fair, because I thought I need expensive hi-hats to get a good quality sound, but no. I spaced these very close, but not so they're touching, and it has a really nice crispy sound to it. And yeah, because they're hi-hats, they are more expensive than usual, as they had 2 cymbals. I think this was about 200, 190. And yeah, they've been holding up really well, no issues, no cracks, no nothing, so that's great. Now we got my left crash cymbal. This is my Minor Classics Custom 17-inch extreme metal crash. So I think this was about £160. But because this is made from metal, I think they are a bit thicker, but not as thick as the Paste Rude series. But these are great cymbals, they hold up really well because they're made from metal, so that's what they should be doing. And these are actually some really nice sounding crash cymbals for the price range of £100 to £200. So yeah, I'll definitely recommend it because it is 17 inches, it's got a little bit of a higher tone, but that's what I like. Again, you don't have to personally get that, it's just my personal preference. So yeah, again, great crash, very reliable, no cracks, no scratches, nothing. So now we've got my bell. This is a regular Minor Classics Custom 8-inch bell. I've flipped upside down so I get rid of the extra ringing when I hit it, unlike when I have it turned the normally way. But I like it this way because I get a little bit more rebound with the little edge here, so it's better with double ride parts. And yeah, this was about 60, 70 pounds, and it's a great bell. I have it super tight and it hasn't cracked or anything, so Minor has some really good quality cymbals, I'll be honest with that. So yeah, now here's my Minor Classics Custom 8-inch splash. So again, this was around 60, 70 pounds. It's got a nice bright tone to it, unlike some bigger splashes like Minor's 10 or 12-inch series. But with this one, it is a little bit on the thinner side compared to the bigger cymbals. But that's alright, you know, I've been hitting it quite hard, nothing's happened. Has no cracks, no nothing. It's been holding up quite well. You can hear me hitting it in a few of my drum videos, so if you want to listen to that, you can. But yeah, you know, again, good cymbal, very reliable, as Minor always is. So on my other side is my Minor Classics Custom 18-inch Extreme Metal Crash. So basically exactly what I said about this one, just a little bit of a darker tone. So yeah, and now this is where we switch things up. This is my Pasty 900 series ride. Quick story, I ordered an 18-inch heavy big bell ride, but it was made to order, so it kept on delaying my drum set. So I was like, I've had enough, so I just got this ride, and I'm quite, grateful I got this ride. It has a nice pinginess to it when I have it quite tightened up, especially the bell. It's got a really nice bell for quite a cheap ride. And yeah, as you can see sticking out by the very edge is my china. Move a bit closer, here we go. This is my Mino Classics Custom Extreme Metal 18-inch china. This is a hell of a china. Because it is 18-inch, it is a bit pricey at like 180, but it is super loud compared to the trash china. And it's got really nice, a really nice tone to it. And I've been hitting it quite hard, playing some songs, and there's no cracks, no nothing. So yeah, very reliable cymbals I've got here. So now we'll move on to the microphones. So to start off, I have the Shure SM57 microphone on my snare drum. Originally, I had the normal microphone that came with this whole microphone set, but as I was still learning, I unplugged it when I had phantom power on my audio interface, and I completely screwed it up. So yeah, but I've got this microphone, and I gotta say, it is quite a big upgrade from the one I originally had, because this is basically the best snare microphone you can get on the market for this price. You can get way better ones, but for way, way more. But this is definitely a cheap microphone for the sound you get. So yeah, very reliable, nothing's broken, but I do recommend getting a high quality cable. Like here I have a Lynx custom touring cable. It's about £25 for one. Because originally I had a off-brand XLR cable that was like £5, and it's kept on breaking, kept on disconnecting and everything. But when I got these cables, everything went much better. So with all three of these toms, they're all the same microphones. They're the Audix tom microphones, and they have a nice tone to them. I don't really know what to say a lot about the tom microphones, but they've been working well. I've had no issues with them, but again, I've still just put on the Lynx Tour cables, and yeah, some good quality microphones. And for the whole pack, it's not very expensive. It's about £300, £350, excluding the Shure SM57. So now we'll move on to my drum set. To start off, I have a Mapex 14-inch matte black rock fusion snare drum, and I originally replaced the normal heads that came with it. I replaced them with an Evans Heavyweight on the top and an Evans Hazy 300 on the bottom. Basically the standard metal configuration you get on a snare these days. And yeah, I have it quite tuned up, so a good nice heavy head, make sure it doesn't snap. So yeah, it's got a nice tone to it. I've had some issues with the snare wires previously, but I've fixed that, so yeah, so I can say. Now the toms, I got a 10-inch, a 12-inch, and a 16-inch. Basically, this is like a regular price drum kit, not a cheap, shitty one, but not a super expensive one like DW Designers. But this is a great drum kit for where I am at right now. It's cost about 900 to 1,000 for everything. And it's a really great drum kit. The toms have some nice tone, as I've still kept the stock heads, and I don't think I need to replace them for a while, because they sound quite good. And yeah, I don't really know what to say about my drum kit, but it sounds quite good. And as you can't see though, I have a kick drum, which is just a 22-inch kick drum with all the stock heads. So yeah, I'll get back at the front and show you some smaller stuff. So, I forgot one thing as well. You see up here and up here, right? Those are my two Audix condenser microphones, and again, they sound like any condenser microphone should. Yeah, so anyways, I'll move on to my drum rack now. So, as you can see behind, this is my drum rack. Got the drum rack here, and the drum rack here. So, with the drum rack, all I can really say is it's quite a cheap drum rack, but it's quite good quality. It's quite heavy as well. I've had no issues with it. It costs around £200–300, and yeah, it's quite a small drum rack, as you see, because I'm in quite a small room. But this is a great drum rack for the drum set I have. So yeah, now I'll show you my accessories. So to start off, I have my hi-hat stand. This is just a regular Gear for Music hi-hat stand, 2-leg stand, and you know, I don't really know what to say about it. It is quite nice quality for the price, and yeah, I've had no issues with it and it's great. So, now let's move on to my pedals. These are my pedals. My very beautiful Pearl Demon Drive direct drive pedals. And the direct drive is this. So what can I say? They are quite pricey, nearly $1,000 just for some hunk and junk of metal. But I'd say it's definitely worth it, especially if you have big feet and they're longboard, so that's great. I've had no issues with these, they're absolutely great. But you do get this oil, right here, let me show you. You get this bearing oil. You should use it every once in a while, just to make sure it doesn't stiffen up. So yeah, I've only changed the beaters. They are the Pearl quad-sided beaters with a beater weight. And yeah, great pedals, a bit pricey, but definitely worth the investment. So, here is basically where all the electronical magic works. My Focusrite 18i20 audio interface. So, originally I got a Behringer one, but I've had a lot of issues with that, sound quality wise and build quality wise. So I've got this replacement, and it's a really nice build quality. It's got 8 channels, so 2 here and 6 in the back. It is a bit pricey, around £400, but if you're looking for a good quality audio interface, it's definitely worth it. And let me show you when I turn it on. So the on button's right here. See, all that lights up. Now when you have that, it's on. So look, if I hit my microphone, turns on. And yeah, you got these little effects here. One's called air, one's called pad, and one's called instrument. I won't go into too much detail about those, you can figure that out yourself. But it is a very good audio interface and it has really nice quality. So yeah. Last thing I was going to say is, I don't think it really matters, but I switched between the Vic Firth 2B sticks or the Vic Firth American Classic Metal sticks. The only difference is the metal American sticks are a little bit thicker and they have a plastic tip. So yeah, but apart from that, that's my drum gear rundown. I'll put everything in the link in the description. You can check that out for yourself. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video when my drum kit is fixed. Peace.